was triggered by something a Black woman said to him, which then turned into, I'm going to shit on all Black women. So when I saw that rant, I was like, well, this is no surprise because I've been seeing a lot of this hateful rhetoric online. And a wise woman once said that life becomes much more simple when you start traumatizing these men back. So this message is for men like Ginga Jay, your mama. That's my petty response. There's a petty piece
in that. To come to our own rescue. You need to sit in your blessings and tune out from everything else that's going on. You need to sit in your blessings. You need to have a be blessed bitch moment.
I saw this on Threads, which is the new Twitter. Retiring from the role of fixer and savior is tough but liberating work. You can't change them, sis. Focus on you.
Boom.
And that's it, y'all.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you work remote, Tulsa is paying people $10,000 to move to the state and live there for a year.
Excuse me?
Yes. Tulsa remote. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. It's We're back.
We are back.
We had a week hiatus.
Yes.
It happens sometimes.
Yes. I had a wedding. My brother got married, so that was a lot. I was trying to. I was like, you know what? I can do this.
We tried everything to do it, but it just didn't work.
It didn't work
sometimes
out.
We can't. Yeah. But
it's okay.
Yes, girl. 36 episodes.
This is episode 36. Yes.
Thanks for hanging in there with us. If usually we'll let you know if we're gonna miss a week, but sometimes it happens. We do this for the love of the culture.
It was good. But the week away was great because I got to celebrate my brother-in-law getting married. I found this lovely dress by this brand.
I saw your dress on TikTok. You were looking fabulous. It was tea. I was like, girl, you in that dress and the body.
Thank you.
Was bodying.
Thank you. I felt so beautiful in that dress.
You looked beautiful.
It was great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Shouldn't you? Everybody should just have that moment. I love to hear that from you, that you're like, I just felt so beautiful. We don't have often moments of unapologetic self-appreciation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was self-appreciating all night. 100,000%. You couldn't tell me nothing in that dress.
And you deserve it.
Thank you.
And you deserve it. So what's your out of office? Oh, what were you going to
Wait. Let's go. What did you do? Anything interesting?
Last week? Girl,
yeah,
no.
You like, girl, no. I did nothing.
I am still getting acclimated to the Detroit.
Is it getting cold there already?
It's been beautiful. Yesterday was 80 degrees. It's a little overcast today, but I think we're going to have a couple more days of summer. My promised kayaking experience is supposed to be tomorrow because we got a little bit of hangover for summer. I did do my hair, so I mean it's not like this just grew out of my head. So that was new and interesting.
This hair is herring. I love the curls. It looks great on you. I mean, you always.
I learned how to do
this
crochet
is yourself.
braids.
Yes, you did this yourself
on YouTube.
I love it.
YouTube University. Thank you to the creators that are showing us girls how to do our own hair and keeping us. Look, I can, in 3 hours, no, actually, I'll say this. In 4.5 hours, I can be a whole nother person. And look, don't let Amazon do same day delivery because we could
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Look, I'll change the color on you, texture, curl, pattern, length. I'll be Trina Monday morning and Latasha Monday night.
I was actually going to ask you, do you have names?
This is more like this look is more like a Sasha or like a I don't know, something. I don't know what else name to give it.
I like a Sasha. Sasha here likes, a nice pink Riesling, in her back porch looking out. The animals are gallivanting and
like a Lee or a
Definitely a Lee. Yes.
a
Leigh.
Chloe.
Lee.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lee or
Yes.
Chloe.
Yes.
That's my look. This is my soft girl era look.
Yes. You vacation every summer at Martha's Vineyard. August is your preference.
I look like
Great.
I look like I vacation at Martha's Vineyard. I'm trying to look like I drink sea moss, but that's for a later segment. That's what I'm trying to get to.
That's sea moss. That's sea moss, man.
That's what I'm trying to
Don't
be
sleep
like
on that sea
you.
moss.
I'm trying.
Me and my sea moss. Been doing
Girl.
so much, but it's great. I feel really good. The protocol's
I have
working.
been doing it. I've been doing the gel, and I mix it in either my green juice concoction or whatever. So
I love it.
yeah, for those who know, the hair look that's going on, if you're doing audio, if you see us on YouTube, then you know what's going on. If you're audio only, I have installed crochet braids in my hair, a whole other look, and it's go-go curl. For those who know the textures of and you're part of the braids and hair the hair club, then you know what this is. This is 14-inch go-go curl. Okay.
Love it.
That's what we doing.
Love it. So let's get into our show. We got so much to cover.
We have so much to cover. So we'll try to keep this at a reasonable length. That's always our goal.
Yes.
What's your out of office?
I am out of pocket in the best way possible. If it's urgent, pray on it.
Thoughts and prayers.
I got a lot of those.
Yeah, like I got a lot of this. Mm-hmm. I just love this. I love this you. Like you're lighter. I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for noticing. This is a concerted effort. So
yes, it takes effort, and the effort is efforting.
Thank you, girl. What's your out of office?
Well, I am currently out of office printing audience tickets for my glow up season, which is incidentally my grow up season, but we will talk more about that in a later segment.
Yes. Grab a seat.
The front row and VIP packages are selling fast. So
there's an O2 arena full of seats.
That's right.
Ready to go.
That's what I'm saying. You decide where you'll be sitting, but I'm printing audience tickets for my
I love that.
Season.
I want a VIP box.
Girl, you got front row VIP backstage.
No, but see, the thing is, I like the box because I have a bathroom there. I have
You're like,
food.
I want to be fully comfortable.
I want to be comfortable. Yes. I want a box.
You want the buffet. Okay, girl. Mm-hmm. We got you in the box. You're the sponsors box.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're one of my sponsors in my glow up season because you're a participant.
Yes. Thank you very much. Well, speaking of grow up and glow up season, I see you, girl.
I see you, girl. Well, mine is relatively simple. Now, usually we do something that is a little bit more, contributions to the culture. But I feel like lately this has been a cultural contribution. Summer Walker. Summer, fuck my type Walker. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you, girl. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there. I mean, do you, boo? If you have not seen Summer Walker lately, or you have not seen the latest at the Video Music Awards, Summer Walker whirled in
with her zaddy,
with her Snow King, and he's significantly older than her.
Do you think that's real? Or was that just like...
No. So that was what I was gonna say, because she's got that song. Was it keep your heart? I just want your black heart. Spend it on me. So when she posted the pictures, she had Spend It On Me in the background. So I was like, is this a stunt for her song? I don't know.
Wasn't she feeding him on the carpet or something like that?
I don't know.
I think I saw that clip.
He could easily be an actor. It's just so over the top. She had on like a big pimp hat on. It's the craziest sequin pants I've ever seen.
You know what it was? It was an homage to Pamela Anderson's look at the VMAs in the early 2000s.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I was like, this looks wild. So who knows? But Summer, what else? What better segment than I See You, Girl? I don't know what you're doing, but I see you, girl. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know, but I'm here for it. If you like it, I love it. Do you? This is the season for new things. So, like I said, glow up season, be blessed, bitch. That's where I am with it.
That was our last That was our final word a couple weeks back.
Yeah, I have more on that too later in a later segment. So I'm like,
I
but this
love
is my
that
new
so much.
saying for the rest of 2025.
Okay, I know that's right. So my I see you girl goes to Temi Ajibade Ne Otedola, aka Mrs. Easy.
Okay.
If you're unfamiliar with Temi, she is content creator, a model, a socialite too. She's the daughter of a Nigerian billionaire.
Oh, well, that
And
okay.
she recently married one of the biggest artists in Afrobeats, Mr. Easy. Vogue recently did a piece on her multi-country wedding that started in May. And she should just add creative director or wedding planner to her, list of talents, because the way that this girl, with the help of obviously plenty of folks, but the way she curated these different weddings to have different vibes, it's just chef kiss. So let's start in May.
Okay, so there's been how long have the weddings lasted?
Well, it started in May, and I think 2 were in August. Either one in July and one in August.
So
But
she's been getting married since May.
Since May. The whole summer
All
has been her
summer
getting
long.
married.
My wedding is all summer.
All summer. So we
Got
start in
it.
May in Monaco. This is the second residence for the family, and they got married on the birthday, I believe, of Mr. Easy's late mother's, his late mother's birthday. And she wore this beautiful suit by some brand. I'm not even going to say because I'm going to butcher the name. But the look for me was this polka dot Christopher John Rogers fit that looked straight up out of old Hollywood glamour. Like it was
Wow.
just stunning. Then the second wedding took place in Dubai, which is the family's primary residence, and this is where they did the traditional wedding. I did something like this when I got married, and I did it at my sister's house. And she had multiple looks there. So with these looks, she reached out to Zach Posen, Miss Sohi, and a couple of other brands, and she wanted them to have their version of what a traditional attire would look like.
Oh,
So
when you
Zach,
can.
right? So Zach, this was like I had 2 favorite looks from this wedding in Dubai. For Zach, he hand molded the skirt to have these pleats and then
Wow.
added a bow in the back. It just absolutely stunning. That was for the first portion of the traditional wedding, where you have both sides of both families they present on one side, the other side. There's a master mistress of ceremony, like quote unquote negotiating the bride price. There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
The reception took place in this tent in their backyard. And if I were to give you a sense of what it is, it's kind of like Middle East meets Lagos nightclub.
Wow.
And there was these beautiful colors of red. It was like burgundy, deep red, light red. It was stunning. So then the first outfit she came out in was one from Miss Sohi. And everything looked like traditional garb, but then she added a cape. And it's this beautiful, like robin blue or baby blue or whatever blue. I'm not really great with colors, but I'll just include the links in the show note to the Vogue article so you can see the 100+ pictures from these weddings. Stunning. And then she changed 2 more times. Once more in I think Mr. Easy is Yoruba. So she changed into that attire, and then she had another thing for the nightclub, and she had like Mrs. Easy on her jacket. The third wedding is the white wedding, and that took place in Iceland.
What?
Yes. And it's Reykjavik. I think that's the name of the
Reykjavik.
city.
Yeah, the
Capital. And it's one of their favorite places. So they decided to hold a white wedding there. And that wedding, her gown was inspired by Audrey Hepburn. And it had this marble texture to it. The fabric had marble on it. I don't know how to
Wow.
describe, but stunning. Just
This is just something you need to see. I mean,
You need to see it. You need to see it.
This we be putting people on. It's like in the midst of all things, if you're not listening to this podcast and getting your week's worth of entertainment, like all the links you need to link up on, all the shows you need to watch. I'm about to put people on to some other stuff later in the episode. Girl, I'm like, I can't wait to see this. I need to see this. I didn't even know about this. I clearly need to know about this.
Africa has been, at least in the West Africans have just been up. We've just been posting so much about this wedding, but this is the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen in my entire life. And if there was any wedding that if I had the funds and I was invited to, I would make sure to go to every single one of these events. The reception, the dinner reception for the Iceland wedding took place in a greenhouse. So it had these hills.
What?
Girl.
Well, I mean, if you have the means and you can, I think that's partially what is interesting to see, that she went all out and created something new and different. I mean, it's like, oh, when are you getting married? Oh, I'm getting married this summer. Oh, what date? No, all summer. I'm getting married all summer.
That's what she did.
All summer long. Where are you getting married? Multiple locations.
It was stunning.
I wonder if people got the invite to like all the cities, or like which city did you get invited to?
So Monaco was smaller. It was more family because it was a courthouse wedding. But the one in Dubai, I did see Jackie Osamoah. I think she went, formerly known as Jackie Aina. Trying to think who else. Oh, I think Diplo was there. I saw him in one of the photos. But those are the only two faces that I recognize outside of the family, and but I'm sure a bunch of notables in the culture that I don't know of. The white wedding in Iceland, I don't know. I think that what might have been smaller too. It just felt very intimate and intentional and curated. Like every single thing that she did, there was a reason and a meaning behind it. So congratulations to the happy couple. And Temi, you did that. You did that. And I loved that she, the vision for this wedding was like, I'm going to do Nigeria to the world.
Yeah.
I love that, right? And I love how she approached these designers, was like, give me your interpretation of what traditional attire is. And they knocked it out of the park. So
I love that. I love this for us. I can't wait to go to the link and see.
Oh, beautiful wedding.
Show notes.
Anyways.
Link is in the show notes. Well, what are you on right now? So I added a note for what I'm on right now to the no gatekeeping segment, AKA we added so much. We were like, what I'm on right now, AKA tell me immediately, AKA the no gatekeeping segment. So
I love that.
That's where we are right now. Yes. What are you on right now? What you on?
Well, what I'm on right now. You said what?
What you doing? Girl, what you doing right now? Because you be on stuff. You be on it.
I've been working really hard to not keep up with the racists. And
to keep up with, wait, say that again. To not keep up with the racists?
Yeah, I'm really working really hard to not keep up with racists.
I'm not watching that show.
I'm not watching Keeping Up with the Racists.
Yeah.
It's hard because this last week, as you know, has been very alarming, terrifying, scary, all the things.
It was a marathon.
It was really a marathon. And I've been listening to podcasts that use history as a roadmap for the future. Because I don't want to pay attention to the present too much. Because I just got my cortisol levels
regulated.
Girl,
me too. That is a thing. People do not realize.
Because, the last 8 months have been a lot. And
it's too much. It's too much. And there's a real health effect on cortisol levels. But anyway, let us not digress.
Right. I just got to regulate. I'm feeling good.
I just got mine regulated too. That's
we both got our cycles back. Like, I'm not trying to, okay. Anywho.
I'm trying to keep my 28-day.
Okay.
You know.
So I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've heard a lot of comparisons about the current events, the last 8 months, how it feels like a certain country in the 1930s before a pivotal war happened. And yes, there might be some similarities. I think it's really low hanging fruit, and I think that's just an easy thing to do one to one. But here's a take that really grabbed me recently that I was like, okay, it actually gave me some hope.
Good.
So this is a hopeful piece of what I'm on right now.
What I'm on right now.
So on Pod Save America, on Pod Save America, there was a woman named Heather Cox Richardson. She's a historian. She also has a master's in American literature and a PhD in American culture. So she approached the the discussion about recent events in a way that I have never heard of before. And I encourage everyone to listen to this podcast, but I'm gonna the Pod Save America episode with Heather, but I'm gonna kind of condense it for you and can I give you like a little bit of like a Cliff Notes version of it. So she was like, look, the current events that you see in the United States right now actually mirrors American history. We have been at this point, if not worse, multiple times over.
In American history?
In
American history is not that long, so
but multiple
I'm curious.
times over. And she goes into whenever there's this pendulum that swings between when we want to be the community organizer and when we want to be the American cowboy.
Okay.
Right now we're in the American cowboy era, where the first time we saw this was post-Reconstruction, pre-civil rights. The American cowboy is a loner. He doesn't need the government, so he doesn't want a big government. He wants a limited government. He wants to dominate.
Is this okay? So let's talk about this for 1 second. Because we realize that there are at least two experiences in America. And I think when people talk about America in a monolithic way, it necessarily leaves out important perspectives, like, for example, all Black people. So when she says American cowboy, does she mean white people?
Yes.
Okay, so she's speaking on behalf of white America.
Yes. So she's saying, yes. Well, in terms of, again, she's a historian, so she's looking at it from an objective point of view. But she's like, look, post-Reconstruction era, there was obviously a backlash.
Right.
It was a backlash. And because Reconstruction was very focused on what? Giving Black people their rights. So when they didn't like that, the others that didn't like that, they found ways to put us back in our place. Obviously, that's where we had statues of the Confederacy come up, pop up all over the country, so on and so forth.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that that's when those statues were erected. It wasn't after the Civil War.
No.
It was to make a different statement at a different time. It had nothing to do with the Civil War at all.
Correct. Exactly. Because they were treasonous. Anyway, so the American cowboy was the first time we saw that image, which was in direct response to Reconstruction. Okay. So this is where she's like, so we've been here before. This happened again. So when she said post-Reconstruction, let's say it's 1890s, and then again in the 1950s. Anyways, so she was like, so the guy was like, well, give us a point. So since you've been here multiple times, give us an example of how we've come out better on the other side. And she's like, good question. So walk with me, y'all. History lesson. In the 1850s, there was an election between Rutherford B. Hayes and some dude that lost, because we don't know.
Some dude that lost.
This is Nikki's history lesson. So some dude that lost. And there was a hung election. Rutherford had a friend. I think his name is Thomas Scott. He was a railroad magnate. Let me make sure. Yes, railroad business owner. And he went down in the South and intimidated all the folks to side with Hayes. And then Hayes won the election. Does that sound familiar? A president with a business owner in cahoots? So when Hayes gets into the office, Thomas Scott has an issue that same year in the summer when his workers decided to strike against him. And what did Thomas ask his boy Hayes to do? Can you send the army down and take care of business? Again, sound familiar?
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yes. So, America continues and enter the Kansas-Nebraska Act that was passed. What is the Kansas-Nebraska Act? This is when elite slave owners, because now they had the White House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court, and they were like, we're going to pass a law that's going to expand our interests. What are those interests? Owning slaves. So they passed this act to increase the number of states that would allow slavery. And there was a politician that was like, I don't like this. Business owners using the government for their benefit. No, not on my watch. Who was that politician? Abraham Lincoln. So Abraham Lincoln and his boys were like, you gonna let this happen? You gonna let this happen?
What you about to do?
We about to let these elite slave owners take over our government? No. So enter the Anti-Nebraska Act, right? Which then led to him being elected.
As president.
As president. And then what did he do? Emancipation Proclamation. The Gettysburg Address, which first introduces the ideology of the people, by the people, for the people. So enter community organizer ideology here, right? So that took 9 years. That whole process took 9 years. Yes, there was a civil war in there.
Okay.
Right? There was a war in there, but that process took 9 years.
A domestic war.
There was a domestic war, yes, but that took 9 years. But if at that time, the voting pool were all white men. So if they can do that back then, we can do that now, where we have women, people of color, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So that's why I'm hopeful. It's going to be rough, y'all. It is. And that's why you have our podcast. But
I know.
But I do think this is where I live. I live in this space of that we've been here before, if not worse. There is a blueprint of how we can choose to move forward because we've done that before. We had an era of Reconstruction. Right? We had an era of civil rights.
Yeah.
So we can do it again.
Well, we have to decide. And I've been thinking about this a lot. And I mean, how can you not? And my takeaway is if things are a pendulum, right? Like we literally live in a country where we have freedom of thought, we have freedom of speech, and we have a considerable amount of freedoms. With freedom comes some crazy shit. And people develop ideologies, people enfranchise people into cult-like mentalities. There's many, many cults in this country. There just happens to be a very large political cult that has ideas not rooted in reality. And so what we're seeing is, okay, well, you all have taken power and now you're going to effectuate the thing. You're testing your beliefs against reality now. You got rid of Roe v. Wade and you see how that's impacted people's actual lives, like women's health care. Maybe you don't like that so much now. Like maybe that wasn't a good idea, but now it's not living in the imagination. It's not like something that, people are talking about philosophically, like, oh, it's, that the life of the month, like people actually are experiencing outcomes because of this change in the law, and it's not philosophical anymore. And now we're seeing the reality version of what people are espousing, these anti-immigrant, all these philosophies that you could talk about But once it starts to you see the actual reality of it happening, even some of the things that people say, when the chickens come home to roost, we're seeing it play out in reality, and we have to decide, do we really want to live in a world like this?
Right.
And I think this is that moment where we are confronted
Exactly.
in every way. Do we want to live in a world like this? And some people who were sitting on the fence about, maybe they didn't know, or or maybe they were entertaining these thoughts and ideas, and then getting to see it play out, they get to decide, no, actually, no, I don't want to live in a
Exactly.
world
And
like this.
that's what she said. And then, the host also asked, like, do we need a figure like Abraham Lincoln? She's like, no, I'm less interested in a leader and more interested in this ideal. Like, when Barack was running and went into
Mm-hmm.
office, it was symbolic of, yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can. Yes, we can.
We
Again,
can, yeah.
of the people, by the people, for the people. So we've
Mm.
been here. So I feel like I'm choosing to believe that people are starting to wake up. And I don't want to talk about sides because that's not the point. The point
Right.
is that we all collectively need to do the research. We actually need to pick up a book and read, or listen to podcasts, talk to your neighbors, and just make that decision on what version of America are we going to be. And again, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how it unfolds in the next 5 to 10 years. But I do think it's gonna take that time, and I do think things are gonna happen and it's gonna suck, but I think if we cling on to that hope of knowing that, okay, we've been here before, we've come on the other side of it plenty of times before, we can do it again, and now we have the wherewithal to make sure the pendulum doesn't go back to the other side. We are really at that critical moment right now to
Well,
do
the
that.
pendulum's there. I mean, the pendulum is on the side of, I just think that, looking at, if you watch the news, which I try not to, because again, I'm managing my cortisol levels. That's my choice for
Mhm.
my personal health, uh, which I think other people might need to consider making those choices, because it actually does have a health impact. So, and I think the pendulum is there. We're in a horrific time. We're in a time of horrors. And I think those horrors will continue to escalate.
Mhm.
And it's a matter of, at what point do you wake up?
Right.
And it's not necessarily the type of America that we want to be. It's each person deciding the type of America that you want to be, because this country is the people in it. This is
Mhm.
it's what America do you want to be? Because you, how you show up, that is what
That's
we
right.
are. And I saw a video, Tizzy and was it Tizzy? I don't know. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody. Oh no, it was D.L. Hughley who posted a video. It was two white guys. I
Oh,
don't.
yes,
And he
yes.
was saying that he saw some, anti-black signs up, and he was like, "Look, this is my town." I had to go have a conversation with somebody. If you do this, I'm gonna knock on your door. I'm not saying I'm
Exactly.
a tough guy. I'm gonna come see you though. I'm gonna come talk to you, because this is not the community that I want to live in. Now
Right.
he's making a choice, and I think each person gets to make that choice. And sometimes it is like, this is not, the buck stops, like, I don't want this in my community. This is not this type of, you know vitriol, hatred. Like, I just don't want hatred in my community. I don't want, toward
Period.
anybody. I don't want hatred. I don't want hatred to live here. And that's what I think people have to decide. How are they going to, on an individual scale, if you don't
Mhm.
want hatred to live here, you don't want hatred to live here, then how are you going to show up? And it's not about being a tough guy necessarily. It might be about having a conversation with somebody that is your neighbor, or
Yep.
whatever, or saying hi to somebody that you wouldn't necessarily say hi to. But we
Yep.
all have those decisions to make. And we all have our cortisol levels to manage,
Okay.
especially
So,
Black women.
this is my way of managing that with hope, and, that's where I'm living,
I'm
and
with
I'm okay
you.
with that. I'm gonna participate in my own way, as you said, and my way is clinging on to that hope and sharing that hope with others.
Well,
So
that's something. And I mean, and I also, for me, it's like, I do decide how am I going to show up in a day. If somebody I have an opportunity to greet somebody with kindness. I mean, can I take 5 more minutes and be kind? Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 more minutes. So I'm going to do it, but those are the everyday decisions that we get to make.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in this time. So
Exactly.
people who feel disenfranchised are like, I can't do anything. Yes, you can. You are a country of one, and each person in the collective equates to the world that we live in, the country that we live in. So
Yeah.
what does it, when where you step and where you are, what does that look like? How are you affecting the space around you and the people around you?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm
Period.
looking. Period.
So what are you on right now?
Girl, what am I on right now? We just went into a whole a whole
Is this what you
segment.
wanted to talk about, CMOS? What
This
CMOS are you doing?
is well. So this is the gatekeeping segment, which you're talking about hope, and I think this all ties together. The big thing for me right now is managing my cortisol levels because I mean, if you watch this podcast, you see my body change.
Mm-hmm.
You see that is a real effect of cortisol and stress. That is, I mean, you can see it. Like you can see it from video to video. And for me, having to actually realize that there is a real tangible health effect that comes from stress and that you have to, on an emergency basis, especially if you're seeing the effects of it in your body, like your period stopping, and that's not normal. It's not, especially if it's not menopause. uh those are your body is telling you you need to
Mm-hmm.
make some changes. So I got message received loud and clear, and so I've I have gone on to more of the optimization, more of trying to give my body what it needs so that it is in an optimal state now that we're getting out of this like excessive cortisol situation, out of
Yeah.
excessive stress. So CMOS has been one of them. uh CMOS obviously has a whole bunch of minerals. There's great reasons. You are definitely onto something, but I'm now doing the gel. It comes in, I guess, the dried version that you can rehydrate and
Yes. And then put
pulverize.
in a blender yourself.
Don't
Yeah.
do that to yourself. You're not going to do that. Just get the gel. Just go ahead and do it. It's more expensive. You can mix the plain into tea. You can mix it into
Yeah.
juice. You can do so. I have been experimenting with that. I just went ahead and got the actual jar of the gel,
Cool. Is it
but
flavored or is it just plain?
it's unflavored. It's
Okay.
plain. I saw that they have different versions that are mixed with fruit purees. I could see
And
that. It probably
turmeric.
yeah, it could be like apple saucy, you know.
The turmeric one, if you ever find one, is really good. There was like a ginger turmeric one
I
that
think
I
I
was
saw
drinking
one.
with my teas and I had a little honey in it. Oh, girl, that was
Really?
my jam.
I
Mm-hmm.
might try that. I have seen the ones with I just have a plain one. I mix it with my green juice. I it's My green juice doesn't taste good. That's not the point of it. It's okay. It has
What are you putting in
purposes.
your green juice? Why does it taste good?
Because I put a whole bunch of parsley in it because I wanted it to be extra cleansing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I mean, I'm not doing it for taste. Girl, we passed that. We're
Hilarious.
doing this for health effects. I'm like, I could get it. I drink it with joy. I'm like, you know what? This is health. This tastes healthy. Tastes like health. Tastes like health. That's
I
what it
love
tastes
it.
like.
Oh my
Health
gosh.
and health as well. So but yeah, so the CMOS, and then the other thing that I've been doing is maca. And I
Oh.
think in your 40s, I don't know if you're
Mm-hmm.
taking a maca supplement, but I've been doing maca coffee. So I will put it in my coffee or in my tea. First of all, it's delicious, but
Mm.
it's an adaptogen. At least in the packaging, it's called a vitality supplement, but I do believe it has a reproductive health impact. There's some, I don't know if it's a root vegetable
Yes,
or
I think it's called maca root. That's the official
Yes,
name of
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it may be in I don't know if it's related to ginseng or what, or yams or whatever it is, but I've been but I've been adding maca as a supplement to my coffee. So that's my other thing. That's what I'm on right now. I have a whole supplement list, which I've been offering people. I'm like, do you want my list of supplements? And people are surprisingly like, yes. But I have, the profile of what at least my body needs. I think it has to be optimized for each person.
Yeah.
But the things that I think are worth looking into, regardless of what other supplements you take, are definitely the CMAS. And if you're over 40, definitely the maca. So
All
that's what I'm
right.
on right now.
I'm gonna ask my doctor about maca. I already
Mhm.
am taking 5011 supplements right now.
Girl, it's
Um,
hard. I
it,
take 15 pills in the morning and I'm like, oh,
it's so hard, but I feel great. I've been sleeping well. I have energy. I don't know. It just my brain fog has gotten better. It's been treating me well.
I just think it's I don't know who we talk to. I would love to have a guest on to talk about cortisol specifically, like somebody who's really focused. I don't even think we have focused on it at the level that
That we
that
should.
that we
Yeah.
should.
I might talk to my doctor and see if she wants to jump on and
Do an
talk about it because
interview.
she had a
Yeah,
lot
we need
of
somebody to talk to us about
insight on it.
cortisol.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
because
do
I
that.
think it does more than what we realize, and I think a lot of the things that is particularly Black women because we're under so many different stressors.
Mhm.
I think it's something that we should at least be aware of.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. See if she's down. So mine and my
yes.
black business.
Mine in my black business.
Do you have anything this week? Because mine is really short.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, cool. So let me talk to you about Tangia Seward.
I'd like to hear about it.
I think that's how I pronounce her name, Tangia. But Tangia, if I'm mispronouncing, I'm so sorry. But Tangia Seward is doing the Lord's work, y'all. Doing
Hey,
the
girl,
Lord's
hey.
work. She has these cards called the Black Girl Hug Experience cards. It's a card deck that is more than a game. It is an invitation to open up, connect, and create the kind of vulnerable healing spaces we all deserve.
I love this era for us. I'm so into this.
Okay?
Yes.
So you'll get 100 thought-provoking cards that will have questions, and there are 3 themed decks. The one that's heal deck, thrive deck, and connect deck. So the heal deck are for questions that you wish you could ask your best friend. Questions that you wouldn't normally dodge like a bill collector. Those are the type of questions that you would ask.
Those are the
of your
questions I
friends.
ask people. I be asking those kinds of questions. I
You sure do.
realize.
You
I get
sure
that
do.
feedback. I get that feedback often. Like, you're asking me all the
So
hard
this deck
questions.
is for you. The Thrive deck is where debates will be had. So basically Uno with feelings. Okay. And then the Connect deck is all about who are you becoming. So let's talk about it, right? And we can move past the small talk and get into the nitty-gritty of things and hopefully you can get answers to questions like why are you still talking to your ex. So
You can get
anyway,
that from a card deck, girl.
those are the kinds of questions you'll get. So it's perfect for girls night. It's perfect for brunches. It's perfect for breaking generational trauma and silence and healing friendships. And she wants to sell 300 decks before October 15th, which apparently is National Cherish Black Woman Day.
What?
So
October 15th?
October
Okay.
15th. So let's support Tangia in selling
Everybody
these decks.
listening. Yes, I do expect a card on October 15th.
And let the
Everybody.
Black girl hug experience begin.
Well, I think she's sold at least 2 decks because I'm
Word.
going to the link. I'm ordering as soon as we finish recording. I
So
love
good.
this. I love this. Okay, maybe I'll do a live on Instagram and just answer one of the questions.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Right?
Yes, we should do that. That's fun. That's fun.
Okay. So now we're into Jesus Take the Wheel, which I'm sure is going to
Child.
lead into health and healing. Y'all, we about to talk about some stuff. We got to get into it. So maybe I should go through the quick ones early.
Go through the quick ones
in the
because
Jesus
I
Take
was
the
just
Wheel.
looking at the
Are
time. I'm
are
like,
we landing at Ginga Jay?
yes.
Okay. So I figured with my bundles. Where's my hair? It's braided under these extension hairs.
I can't with
Ginger Jay.
Ginger.
But anywho. Okay, well let me go with the quick ones first.
Yes.
Imagine being on vacation
Mm-hmm.
and thinking that, you know what, just run into the restroom real quick. Not feeling great, but I'll be out in a sec.
Okay.
Walking out of the restroom with
Mm-hmm.
a baby because you had no idea you were pregnant. You're just on vacation with your husband and your kid.
Sorry, how does that happen? I don't understand. Like, you mean to tell me that you didn't feel any babies kick? The baby didn't kick?
I don't
What?
know.
How does that
She had
happen?
no idea she was pregnant. This is Helen Green. Listen, may the force be with you. She was on a 10-day road trip and she was like, I wasn't feeling great, went into the restroom. Next thing I knew, it wasn't a number 2, it was like a baby number 2. Like it was a number 3. It was a number 3. Like if you go in the bathroom and you do a number 3, you're like, what the fuck up with a baby? This is Jesus Take the Wheel. Now here's another one. This is a different kind of Jesus Take the Wheel. I just have to leave that there. I don't even know, but it's like when you hear something like that.
Let's move on.
This is Jesus Take the Wheel and maybe potentially drive to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you work remote, Tulsa is paying people $10,000 to move to the state and live there for a year.
Excuse me?
Yes. Tulsa Remote. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I saw an article about it. I had to go look, went to the website. It's tulsaremote.com. So evidently 76% of people stay beyond the year, but the commitment is a year. They pay you it's a $10,000 grant to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma if you're a remote worker. You have to work outside of the state of Oklahoma. But as long as you're a remote worker outside the state, you work remotely, Tulsa will pay you to move $10,000. So somebody might need to hear this. Somebody might need $10K and has a year of their life to spend in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So why is it Jesus Take the Wheel? This feels like a what's good.
Well, it could. I don't know. I mean, listen, Jesus Take the Wheel and drive to Tulsa. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. That's not my. I love everybody. I love everybody, but I did drive through Oklahoma.
Ooh.
On my way from LA. I wasn't planning on staying, but I'm just saying, like, you never know. Like you never know. You never know. It could be a wonderful.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if somebody has to pay you $10,000 to spend a year there.
Wait, but look, as you said, 76% of the people end up staying beyond the year.
So I think it's one of those things that could go either way. It could go either way. So it's a Jesus Take the Wheel. I thought about it because I thought about driving, and I was like, maybe somebody needs to hear this.
You're right.
I don't know if they need more people. And I mean, I don't know if they need more people. I don't know why. I don't know why this is there, but somebody might need to hear this, and they might need to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Well, there you go, and grab you some $10,000.
Exactly. So it could be a what's good. It could be, I don't know. In DeLuLu Land, it could be, but I thought it fit here because it made me think of driving. And it made me think, and driving through Oklahoma made me think of driving out of Oklahoma and continuing my road trip.
Sorry, if there are any listeners from Oklahoma, we're just joking, y'all.
Either you understand what I'm saying or you're offended, and I'm sorry. I will spend more.
Sorry to this woman,
if you're from Oklahoma and I'm wrong, so tell me.
Tell us.
I'll come back. There's something I didn't see. There's something I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't spend enough time here. I didn't spend enough time.
I can't. Okay. Well, moving on. We're gonna move on to Ginga Jay.
Watch me be in Oklahoma for book tour.
I know people will be like, I heard what you say about Oklahoma. I don't even know if they sound
I will come. If I'm wrong, I will come to Tulsa. You tell me,
Jane and I, and
you tell me.
Prove us wrong. This is an open invitation for anyone in Oklahoma on the tourism board. If you like to prove us wrong, please. We're not invite us.
Yeah, I'm
just
down
put us
to
up at a hotel. Put us up at a hotel. We'll flight. We'll pay for the flight ourselves.
Actually, the hotel in Oklahoma was nice.
Oh well, there you go. At least there's that. We'll stay at that hotel, and then you could show us Oklahoma.
So yeah, I would love to be proven wrong.
Tulsa.
I actually would love. I would love to have a different
view of Oklahoma or Tulsa specifically.
Author friend is from Tulsa, so I would love to have a different view. I love that though. When you have a place where you're like, I don't really see any reason for me to be here, and then all of a sudden you're there, and there's some magic. So I'm with it.
Cool. Well, we'll put that on our list. Um,
You're like, we'll put that on our list. Moving on
yeah, because
to Ginga
because
Jay.
we do have this is part of Jesus Takes the Wheel. This is also part health and healing.
Mm-hmm.
So look, there's been a lot of anti-black women discussions on social media, especially this last summer. I definitely saw it with Love Island,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it's more pronounced now because again, I'm not keeping up with racists, so I don't know, but it really came to a head. I think it was last week or whenever it happened when we saw this rant by this guy named Ginga Jay. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of
He's
him.
somebody in the UK who evidently did a bid for some ill stuff, and now I guess he's a podcaster. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is great. See, teamwork, because I wasn't going to do research.
Mm.
So, because, well,
Yeah, you don't want to. It's like the conflict. It's like somebody rises to the level of your awareness, but it's not somebody that you want to be aware of. You don't want to give them extra time and
yeah,
attention.
I sure don't. I sure don't. I sure don't. But he was taping something and he was triggered by something a black woman said to
Mm.
him, which then turned into, I'm gonna shit on all black women.
Uh-huh.
And it was really odd because in the same breath, he was like, you can't say I'm not black or I don't love being black when I come from a black woman. And he referred to the black woman as his mom as Empress. And then literally 5 seconds later said, I don't like how my mom moves. So why would I
Mm-hmm.
like how you move? And I don't understand how one person can trigger you to include a whole group of people. So
Girl.
when I saw that rant, um, I I was like, well, this is no surprise because I've been seeing a lot of this hateful rhetoric online. And a wise woman once said that life becomes much more simple when you start traumatizing these men back. So this message is for men like Ginga Jay, your mama.
Well, literally, that's where he
Your
lives.
mama. That's my petty response. There's a petty piece and then there's the grown woman piece. But for now, yo
You,
mama.
you.
Okay? Disrespectfully, yo mama. Okay? Like I don't understand how this one woman how did I get in this? I don't understand. I don't know you. I don't know your background. I understand. The only thing I understand is that you are married to a woman that's not black, which is part of the whole conversation too, because he brought his wife into it too, which
Right.
I didn't understand why he
I
needed
don't think
to.
he's even married to her. That's just his girl, I think.
Well,
I don't know if they're still together because
they
he
like
lost
it. I
his
love it.
job. I don't
And
know.
then he did 10 years in prison for something, 11 years. I don't know. This disrespectfully, yo mama. Now, here's the grown woman piece for me. Here's the real. This is also a message to the men who are like Ginger, who treat black women as punching bags and blame us for everything wrong in their lives. I say this with so much love and boundaries. Go to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Go to therapy. I need you to go get your mother, go find a licensed professional, and ask the hard questions. Why did you let this happen? How come you were not here for this? Why did you do this? Why didn't you do this? I need you to ask these hard questions with the said licensed professional. And then when you get those answers, find an additional licensed professional and do one-on-one work and heal.
Mm-hmm.
Not only for you, not only for me, but for the entire human race.
Yeah.
Okay? Heal.
And that, you know what? That's a call. I feel like that needs to be in the Maya Angelou voice, like heal, like pull that out of, because this is our healing era. And it's like we sit here particularly as Black women, and as a Black woman listening to that rant and seeing that man full of hatred and anger,
Yes.
and full of
Yes.
hatred and anger,
Yes.
and deciding that the appropriate landing place and bullseye target for whatever reason, where it could have gone so many other places,
So many other
he could have
places.
sent it anywhere, but he decided to land it squarely at the chest of a Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that he said, and the places that he chose to go with it, to me, it was painful, it was sad, it was not even in here, it was in the UK, but it made me think, particularly hearing him reference his mother, that there are significant unresolved issues that that Black men in the worldwide community need the opportunity to resolve. This is our healing time as Black women. So while you feel this way and this vitriol or whatever, what we're doing is we're
Yep.
stopping the scrolling past it, moving on,
Yep.
tuning out. I mean, I feel horrible for that woman that had to kind of go toe to toe. She held her own. The woman that was kind of receiving the brunt of his
Oh, the woman in the room, right?
the woman in the room. I mean, that must
Yeah.
have been extremely scary, but she held her own and held her composure, but I'm sure, again, the stress level must have been through the roof. It was stressful watching it. And so what I chose to do was to tune out. Tune out. He's no longer, I guess, a podcaster or whatever it is, but there's that. But what I think he represents, like, that particular person can be removed from the airwaves, but I think what he represents persists. And I think what we're seeing, going back to what I was saying earlier, just about the time that we're in, the chickens coming home to roost, we're seeing the
Yep.
roosting, and to
Yep.
get a chance to decide, do does this live in you? Black men, does that live in you somewhere? You see that. You see that. You see how ugly it is. If you don't like that, if that bothered you and you know that lives in you somewhere, because people will know,
Yep.
you're right. Go to therapy. Go, go to therapy.
Yep.
It's time.
It's
It's
time.
time.
And the videos of Ginga and all the additional, there's been a lot of Black women content creators who have actually been screenshotting and saying, like, most of my negative comments are from Black men.
Mm,
And this one young kid, I think he was 28, was on TikTok, and he was like, it's the Gen Xers. He actually zeroed in
mm,
on the group of men. He was like, I don't know about y'all, but the most negative experiences I've had, personally, me speaking, this young man said,
mm.
is by Black men in the Gen X generation. And it went viral. And you had all of these comments of people saying, yup, yup, yup. And they're saying, well, it's because they were raised by men and society has failed them. So then they've decided to rear their ugly heads towards Black women, yada, 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 yada. We are not the reason. Black women
Mm.
have held it down, even when it cost us, even when you put us through hell, even when it meant diminishing ourselves to lift you up. So literally, until you heal, disrespectfully kick rocks. Please go do it. I, I don't want to hear it. And also, in recent years, because there have been people who've shared the same sentiment, like go heal, until then
Mm,
go sit down somewhere. I feel like there's been a lot of people who have just done away with duality.
mm.
Like, I can love someone as a human being and still tell them to kick rocks. I can still have love for an
It's
individual
called boundaries.
and still tell you, fuck off.
And that's called boundaries. Fuck off and tell. I mean, I think that's the key part of it. Fuck off and tell. If you and that this is not acceptable, and so we we're gonna separate at this point, and until you, because people always have a chance for growth and healing. And this is not all people, by the way. And I think that this is important to say. This is not all Black men. I have incredible Black men in my life.
Exactly. You're
I've dated
absolutely right.
incredible Black men, broken up with incredible Black men. They're still incredible, dating and broken up. I have never been disrespected at that level that I saw in that video, but I do know of this type of disrespect, and I do know of this type of mentality. And I do know that there's a particular type of feeling like this that is specific to Black men, and I think it is rooted a lot in not just the relationship with their mothers, but also the acceptableness of Black women as punching bags, the acceptableness of it. Like, we are the acceptable targets for this
Mm-hmm.
rage and hatred and vitriol. Maybe because we love the most and the hardest.
Right.
Maybe because we're so close and familiar. Maybe because we refuse to go anywhere. Maybe because we sit and take it. But at this point, we are healing. We are healing. And with that healing means we are setting boundaries and we are walking away. So there's not going to be that soft target anymore. And that means that's going to require healing. And so I think that's a call. That is the call. That is the call to me of this moment. And I hope that whoever needs to see and hear it and think about it and whatever takes it that way, and not the opposite defensive way of, oh, you're bashing Black men, because that's obviously not the case.
Not the case.
So,
No, we're bash. I'm not even bashing. I mean, yes, I'm saying your mama and I'm telling you to kick rocks. Yes, I'm being a little petty and rude about it, but I really, really want y'all
the self-awareness for me, girl.
No, but it's go fix yourself. Help
Right.
yourself. Go. What was the phrase? Help me help you, or something like I need y'all to really, and again, it's a particular section of Black men who go online and spend their days responding to women and in a way that just is very disrespectful. I'm talking about the men that have been disrespecting us, like Ginga, and men that think like him. I'm not talking about the Black men that support us, because obviously you support us. So if this is triggering to you, then you need the help.
That would probably be the case. And I do think that sometimes these are bots. I do think that some of these things are bots masquerading as Black men. But I do think that the topic and the issue needs to be addressed. And because before, that was an actual person, and it's not the first time we've seen it. There were those podcasters that they bash Black women all the time. I mean, it's just this has just been that. I mean, there's people that we've seen, pundits who, feel free to go there and say that. You wouldn't say that about other people. You wouldn't do that to other people. And if you wouldn't do that to other people or other groups of people, you got to ask yourself, why would you do that? Like, why do you feel comfortable and safe doing that to us? So anyway, and this is our era of just saying, no, we're not doing that.
No,
like we're not here for it. And so that's
that.
That's what it is.
And for those that do support us and love us, we love y'all.
Of course, love who loves you, like who likes you.
But I'll also say, for those that don't support us and then also don't love us, I have love for you as a child of God, but you really do need help. End of story.
Boom. Well, my health and healing contribution today has to do with this a little bit, but it has to do with what I said last week as my final word. And I was thinking it applied to me. It was for me, but it was for y'all listening. But it wound up being for me when I said, "Be blessed, bitch. Be blessed." And
I loved it.
I've been saying this for the rest of 2025. And what it has meant to me is actually being in the blessing of the moment. When you said your heart can hold two things at the same time, it can hold a boundary and also a love. I think each moment also holds two things at the same time, especially when we're in these wretched times of the blessing that is you are in your life. The blessings that you are currently sitting in your life as it stands right now, in the midst of the complete shit show that the world around you is. in the bubble of your life right now, you are sitting in blessings. And it is very easy and tempting to be focused outside of that immediate space on all of the horrible parade of awful things going on at this time and miss the blessings of your life. So that be blessed, bitch mandate
I love it.
that I gave as my final word meant so much to me this week in thinking, really, I said to myself, be blessed, bitch. Be blessed. Take 5 minutes and be
I know
blessed,
that's right.
bitch. Just sit and be blessed. Be blessed. You have blessings. Be in those blessings. Don't focus on that. Do not be focused on the outs. You don't have to focus on everything external all the time. Be blessed, bitch, for 5 minutes. Just be blessed. So that is what I wanted to give as my health and healing. That was particularly healing for me. I mean, I know, like, whatever, but the the phrasing, it, give it, love it or
Yeah,
don't love
no.
it, but that is,
It's
but I
really of like a way of like it's
shaking somebody.
a mantra, right?
Yeah.
It's more than just a saying. It's you can truly live it. If you
I
do
feel like
walk
it's a
around,
t-shirt.
actually, it needs to be a
You
t-shirt.
know, be blessed,
Be
bitch.
blessed, be blessed, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be blessed, bitch. But I mean, I do think that in this time that we're in right now, you really have to forcefully make yourself sit in the blessings of your particular life in the
Yeah.
midst of everything else that's going on. And I am so serious about stress and focusing on that because I have seen it. I'm seeing it take people out. I'm seeing its negative effects on people's lives, on their health, on their longevity, and in particular Black women. And so
Mm-hmm.
for us, we can't do everything like everybody. We can't move like everybody's moving. We can't focus like everybody's focusing. We have to understand that there are layers to what our experience is. And a lot of those layers are more stressful and stress inducing for us
Yep.
than somebody else who's the world treats differently. And so if that's going to be the case, nobody's coming to our rescue. We have to come to our own rescue. And so part of that
Absolutely.
is when you need to sit in your blessings and tune out from everything else that's going on, you need to sit in your blessings. You need to have a be blessed bitch moment. And so that was
That's
my
right.
my health and healing for the week. I was like, you know what? This is my time for me. I need to sit and recognize what, in the midst of all this, what my blessings are. In the midst of seeing a Ginga Jay go in on Black women and their extensions, I need to embrace my 14-inch go-go curl
Okay.
and my cornrows
And
and
my
my crochet
sensational
braids.
unit.
That's right.
Okay.
That's allowing my hair to grow and thrive underneath here and giving me time back in my preparations for the day. I am embracing exactly who I am and what I'm doing and the particularities of me in the midst of all this. So,
You are exactly who you think you are. Okay.
girl,
So, period. So moving
period.
into the ending of
You
our
are
episode, what's
exactly who you think you
good,
are.
aka DeLuLu Land.
Girl, this has been a jam-packed episode. I hope people are getting nourished. I mean, it's like I feel like we bring the sauce and the spice and the flavor and the substance at the same time. But now we're gonna go and tell you what you should be doing with your time
Right.
when you have free time. Listen, I am team Golden Goblet.
You
Okay.
and this Love is Blind.
Y'all be on Love Island. I be in the pods. The pods are opening October 1st.
I can't.
The pods are open October 1st. Where are my fellow Love is
Oh, this is
Blinders
the
at?
US version of Love is Blind?
Yes, they're gonna be in Colorado, and so we head to Colorado.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
And there are a significant number of Black cast members who are putting the color in Colorado.
In Colorado?
But color is in Colorado.
Stop
So
it.
I saw 7
The color's
highlighted.
in Colorado.
I saw 7 of the
I love
highlighted
that.
cast members. So we gonna see what we gonna see. I
Okay.
am here for it. Listen, we need reparations after Minneapolis.
What season was Minneapolis?
I think that was the season before last.
Was that AD's season?
No.
Oh, so what
No.
season? I don't.
AD was Charlotte, I think.
I
That was the
stopped
season before that.
watching. I think the last full season I watched was the one with Brett and Tiffany and
Oh, that
Kwame.
was Seattle. That was
Yeah,
way back.
that was the
Okay.
last one because there was one season that I started watching and I was like, I can't. These people are annoying me, so I didn't even finish the first
Girl, I
episode.
told you, I will be watching to the last Golden
You
Goblet Thanks to
did.
the
You
Sync. So
did.
I'm here for Colorado, and we go see what happens.
I can't.
Also, what's good. So remember last week I was talking about building the band. I started watching that. This is feel good television. Netflix reality, you guys did a good one on this one. So building the band, Kelly Rowland is one of the hosts, Nicole Scherzinger, and it was great. It was a great competition show. Now, the beginning, I told you it seemed like people were high and they were
Yes, you did say
Frankensteining a
that.
show. I don't know what that was about. Whereas, like, we're going to do blind speed dating for people forming a band. And then all of a sudden they're in a band together and then we show them in competition. That part was a little weird. But once they got into, but it worked. Once they got into the performance and the competition segment, it was really, really good. So if you have Netflix, do yourself a favor, building the band. It's just feel good television. The live performances were great. The group that was supposed to win was actually the group that won. I'm not telling you who it was, but I'm just saying, you know, when you watch and sometimes it's like, how did that happen?
Yes.
The one that was supposed to win is the one that won.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all I'm gonna
cool.
say.
Cool.
So, and then keeping on my music tip, I had to, since building the band was only 6 episodes, and was it 6 or 10? Anyway, I was not done. Once that last episode, I was like, I need more music reality shows. So they also have a show called Hitmakers. So songwriters get together and do these songwriting camps, and they're challenged with writing a hit song. These are people that already have hits like Seven Streeter and a bunch of other people, Nova Wave, who've written for Beyonce.
Yeah.
So they all get together and kind of show you their songwriting process. It's fascinating. If you have any creative inclination, it's kind of a inside baseball behind the scenes in songwriting. Really good show. So there's a lot of feel good TV on Netflix if you're into music like I am, putting you on. And then lastly, Joey Badass has a new album came out last week called Lonely at the Top. You are welcome. It is a great album.
Wow, that is a name I haven't heard in a minute.
Yes, Joey Badass came with it. It is hip hop. It's hip hop. It's like what you want to be listening to. Really, really good. So my favorite songs in the album, my faves, 3 Feet Away, Ready to Love, and High Rollers. ASAP Ferg is on there. It was nice hearing his voice in the track.
ASAP Ferg?
Yeah.
Wow.
Joey Badass is on, I guess, streaming wherever you get your streaming music. Lonely at the Top. So I put you on to 3 wonderful ways to be spending your time that are all music related. Oh, except for Love is Blind. If you whoever's joining me with the gold goblets, I will be talking about.
Yeah, I'll tune in. I'll tune in this season. I still haven't finished Love is
I feel
Blind
like
UK.
you should tune in so that we can talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, if there's minimal shenanigans, yes, I'll keep going. But if the shenanigans abound, I have to tune out. Like I was watching Love is Blind UK, and the shenanigans were abounding, and I had to stop. I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
I'm a little behind on those episodes, but I'm going to watch because, again, I'm loyal.
That goblet. So it's New York Fashion Week. And if
Hey.
you are part of the Nicolandria Nation, you will know that it has been quite an amazing week so far. Our girl Landria walked in the Sergio Hudson show yesterday, and her and Nick have renamed them. Well, we threw out the name Van Carthens because there's 3 levels to Nick and Olandria. The Van Carthens we've had this week. This is the high fashion riche socialite looks. That's the Van Carthens. When they're being cute and relatable, that's Nicolandria. And then when they get a little sexy, that's Freako Nico. So
Freako Nico.
Yes, that was another nickname we had. But we had the Van Carthens the last 24 to 48 hours.
Oh my
baby.
gosh.
The Van Carthens were on it.
Nicolandria is all the way into the
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
2025. It's just gonna be what it is.
Yeah. The rest of the year. Anyways, so Togo is coming to New York Fashion Week, the country of Togo. The Togolese fashion brand Agbobly by designer Jacques Agbobly recently announced a partnership with Nike. And the brand Agbobly is known for knitwear, using bold colors and patterns. We've seen Burna Boy in his some of his stuff, Uma Thurman also. The brand was also a semifinalist for the LVMH prize last year. And this is an opportunity for African luxury to, go to the masses with this partnership with Nike, because the prices are going to be 80 to 90% of less of the original, the high street fashion wear prices, department prices. So he has a show. It's one of the last shows during New York Fashion Week. It's on September 16th, which I think is on a Tuesday.
Can watch.
I'm hoping we can watch it. And he'll be showcasing these pieces. I really love when we see African brands really taking the stage in these, main stage places, I guess you can say. So I'm very excited about the brand, and I'll be looking for these pieces. So, and I'll also be, if the Nike stuff is looking like the original stuff, I might have to cop me a few of Agbobly pieces.
Girl, how are you trying to give me a podcast to spend all my money? I'm already buying the cards.
So buy a sweater and the cards. And
we gonna see. If I show up wearing it for the podcast,
Yes. Remember we used to always show up with matching without
we
even trying?
We did. I know. I think because we're not in the same city right now, our vibe is off. But that was cute.
This is very complimentary what we're wearing. I have my Whitney Houston tour shirt. Same color palette. You got curls. I got curls. The skin is skinning. My skin is skinning.
The skin is. You got me drinking sea moss. I'm like, listen, if it works, it works.
That will change your life. So, anyways,
skin by sea moss.
What's your final word?
My final word is, I can. That's why I did it. Because I can.
I love it.
Be blessed, bitch.
I feel like you're always going to try to sneak that in there.
I know. That's my tag for the rest of 2025. What's your final word?
I saw this on Threads, which is the new Twitter. Retiring from the role of fixer and savior is tough but liberating work. You can't change them, sis. Focus on you.
Boom.
And that's it, y'all.
Focus on you, sis.
Focus on you.
Well, this has been a jam-packed episode. We will be back next week.
Yes, we will be back next week.
So until next time.
Have a great week, y'all.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.